Okay, next one is finding the smallest index of the largest element. So we already know that find the largest element. But we are referring to smallest index. So if you look at the previous example, smallest index is actually 3, where the largest element is 50. So this particular example is not really a good idea. So let's say elements number 3 also has 50. In this case, smallest index of the largest element should be number 2 instead of index 3. So this is what we are looking for at this point. So if I look at here, my array index 2 has elements, which is integer value 50. And then my array 3 also 50. So we are looking for the smallest index of the largest elements, which is number 2. So we are looking for index number 2. That's the one we are looking for solution algorithm. Then how to process the array. Let me create a new Java class. Okay. So I may use the same example with a minor adjustment. So here, I will change to 50. So we know that smallest element is supposed to be 2. So finding largest elements is already there. We are looking at smallest index. So when we find the largest element, we save the smallest index that corresponds to index. So it's the 50. I will name it as a smallest index. So we can save number 2. Then continue search for the largest value, which is not true. So that's the one 50. The second one, that was the previous solution for number 4, finding largest elements. For now, the second 50 is not greater than 50. Let me make just adjustment. So that is not true, so that we don't have to save index to smallest index. So here we say smallest index. Let me declare at the beginning. I will use the default value 0. So smallest index save index that refers to I in this case. I think that's all, but let me just print smallest index. So that we can verify. So according to this, smallest index over largest value 50 is located index number 2. Let's change the first one to 50. So we know the smallest index now become index 0. Okay, smallest index is 0 now. I think that's all for this exercise. Let's go to next one, sifting elements. So let me just draw again. So we have 5 storage space, and then each of them has certain values. I will say my array. So let me just add 10 to 50. So we are saying 20 move to 10th place, and then 30 move to previous one, 40, and then 50. The first elements move to last place. That means 50. So instead of 10 to 50, we like to have a data structure 20, 30, 40, 50, and 10. But when we move 20 to 10, we are going to overwrite the value. So we need a temporary place so that we can say value 10. Then we can move. So let's look at it. That should be a first step. Second step should be now we can move 3 and 4 and step 5. Once we finish, there's one more step to go. 10 should move to last place. That should be step number 6. Please think about it. Let me create a new Java class. Okay, sifting elements. Okay, let me create the array reference variable. we already know the initial value, say 10 to 50. Then we are going to shift the value right to left hand side. So it become 20, 30, 40, 50, and then 10. So let's keep the number 10 to temporary place so that we can retain later on. First element, which is index 0, save it to temporary variable. Now we can set elements to left hand side. Start with the element, second element, which is index 1, until last one, which is my array length, and then 1 by 1, I++. Okay, my array I minus 1 equal to my array 1. If you're not sure, I will show you. So if you look at the first one, moving 20 to tens, so we are looking at the step number 2. Again, we are looking at the step number 2. So if you look at the step number 2, we are saying my array, index 0, my array 1. So we are moving 20 to the first place. And now we think about it using I. So my array, I minus 1, that it means my array, I. Where I is 1. So if I is 1, we have exactly the same thing. So we can simplify. That is 0 and then 1. That's exactly the same thing. Then the last step. Once we finish the step 2, 3, 4, 5, we go to last step, retaining number 10. So my array, last place of array, which is my array to length, minus 1. Retain the first elements, which is located in temp directory. Oh, sorry, a temp variable. How many elements? 5. Array size is 5. Minus 1. We are looking at my array number 4, which is the 5th element. So 5th location. We are saving 10. So if I write it down here, index, that's the locations. So let me just type it here. index 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first place we are saving number 10. Okay, so step number 6, let me type it here with some comments. Move the first elements to the last positions, and then let me type the coding. Okay, well, we would like to print array structure, so printing array, let me copy paste it. I think I need to print twice, before and after. So first one, I know looks confusing, but first one is 10 to 50. The second print array show 20 to 50, then 10. So clearly one element was shipped from right to left hand side. Okay, let's move to next one, passing array to methods. So I will do the passing array to method using the first and second examples. So let's go back to first one. So this printing array, we can produce one method. So here public static, no return type, void. I will say print array, and then parameter is happen to be our array reference variable. So int my array. And then actual codings is exactly the same. So let me just copy, paste it, maybe cut and paste it. So here we're invoking print array methods with one actual parameter, which is my array. That will be passed to a formal parameter, happen to be same name, called my array. So again, it will work exactly the same, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You print 10 to 50, and sum is 150. That's all, I think. Thank you.